been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Moore looking to scramble. He's going to go for a big one. Goes high to pull it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll send the back in motion. The offense changing the play.
Sweep. Let it go.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33.
Here we go. Ready. Wide. 3.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Here's Moore to throw. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
On the move from inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Slips through the line. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Dante Moore keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Davison. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Plows through the defense. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. It's Gill. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
On the ground, it's Lacy. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to the right side. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the third down.
Makes the grab in their space. He is in! Touchdown, Ole Miss! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make it dumb. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Go, go.
Throwing more. Fires to the big fella. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Might be changing the route. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start to breaks into the open. Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Rebels! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Moore. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Snap it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They feed him again. Smashes ahead. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
On the run, it's Davison.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Ducks want to move quickly. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Riding up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 15 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Seminoles, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out and start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. after the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Just ran over it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the tight end. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Red 18, Red 18. Mustang. Keep. Go.
They'll try to slam it in. He's not going to make it on 4th and 2. He's going to lose a yard.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Gonna run it. It's Lacy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. There's some room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. On the ground, it's Lacy. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Rebels. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Davison. Made a defender miss. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Moore will throw. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Dante Moore throws to the tight end. Pulls it in with one hand. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the single running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! He got it beat down in bounds. The Ducks win the answer. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Running inside, it's Lacy. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter.
Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
On the snap, it's Lindsey. Runs through the tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Red pass is complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Shakes off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and they've no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hits the crease. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game